I have to admit, I love this set. Don't get too used to it because I am flying back to uni in 2 days. Hi guys, how are you? Today I have for you a bullet journal video, and I haven't made one of these in a really long time. I think the last one is like in April. I think all of the old ones are actually not on my channel anymore. So if you haven't watched me before, you don't know, but I used to make mostly bullet journal videos before. I'm still using my bullet journal, I still do it, I just don't make videos that often. But today I have for you the university spread. There's also gonna be a September spread in there, and I know we're already like during September. I know I'm pretty late with that, but actually I didn't plan to make a September spread. I was hoping to just make the October one, but then I realized I actually have a lot to plan in September, so you can still take the inspiration though and just use it in another month. This video is more than that because I'm also going to be sharing some of my organization tips and productivity tips for university. And not only for university, basically for your life. But before I dive into the topic, guys, it's Wednesday. Isn't that like weird? Like I usually post on Sundays, but yeah. So I realized I actually haven't announced it on my channel. If you're following my Instagram, if you're not, go and follow because I'm watching you. If you follow my Instagram, you might know already because I announced it out there, but I haven't announced it in here. So I only mentioned in the last video with like a little text, but I haven't made an actual announcement, so here it is, the announcement. This month and this month only, for the whole September, I'm gonna be posting 2 videos a week. I know that's a lot of content, so make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of those videos, because there will be a lot. Expect videos every Sunday and Wednesday. W sumie spoko, może przewidzieli właśnie wyjazdy, jakieś służbowe podróże. Well, if you don't know me yet, because you might not know me. Hi, I'm Lisia. I'm from Poland, but I study at Edgehill University. I will just be starting my 2nd year studying musical theatre. And there's way more. I also create YouTube videos. I also have my TikTok account. Go follow, by the way. I also am interested in business and marketing. What else do you want to know? Just ask me below. I will answer. However, if you do know me, you know that this video is obviously a part of University 101 Guide, basically a series where I guide you through everything you might need to know before coming to university. I already made videos on what to bring, what you should know, international student tips, outfits for university, budgeting. Here's another one, and there will be more. I have a whole playlist, so make sure to check the link in the description. Anyways, moving on. So for this month's theme, I decided to recreate those aesthetic Pinterest kind of notes. And for the main color, I chose green because I'm obsessed. By the way, all of the products that I'm using for this will be linked or at least described down below, because I don't know if I can find links, but I will at least describe them. So I made 2 parts of this, which is university and separately for September. For the university part, I simply wrote down Uni 2021, as you can probably see. Right next to it, I have my tutor information list and my timetable. And here it comes, my first tip. Keep all the information in one place. We humans are filled with a lot of information, like a lot of information, and it's very important to keep that information in one place. Like, you know, when you at school had like written down the homework in each notebook from each subject, you can just have it in one place, like a planner, write it down in one place so you don't have to look through all of the notebooks. Easy as that. So since it's very hard to keep up with all of the information, make sure to keep it in one place, said a girl with 2 planners. But I still keep information in one place, I just do it twice. Don't judge me. So I made this tutor list information where I'm simply gonna store names and contacts to all of my tutors so that whenever I have to email them or contact them, I have it right next to me. Right next to this, actually right after this, I put an assignments list, and here comes my second tip. which is collect all of the assignment information early enough. Uni means a lot of assignments, but you usually get all of them at the beginning of the year. At least that's how it works for me. And you can already somehow plan them. So I have this assignment list, just store them all together and see what is early, what is later on, what will take me more time, what will take me less time. I made this table where I divided columns into module, date, description of the assignment, the type, is it an essay, a presentation or something else, and then if it's done. This is my master list, which basically means that it's not really detailed, and if you want to detail it even more, you can add like tables for if you've done your research, if you've started writing, you know, like whatever steps you have, so that you can just tick off each step. Also, spoiler alert, someday in the future there will be a video of just planning the assignment itself, so I will cover it more in detail. Next to that I have my future log, and I used to do a lot of pages with a future log. I used to honestly have like a huge future log, and it worked for me at school. But last year when I did a future log, I realized that at uni I barely ever use it, and if I use it I only have like a few things to write it down. So I still wanted to have this future log, but I didn't want to have it so big, so I only used one page. I put 6 months ahead, and I left some space after each month so I can just write down whatever I have to write down for each month, if I have anything like that. It's also the fact that I'm usually pretty ahead with my planning. And yes, you guessed it, here is my another tip, which is plan ahead. Living spontaneously and just like in the moment is amazing. It is. I actually live like that, and I love that kind of life. The truth is, you can actually live spontaneously and live in the moment while still planning ahead. I know that sounds like it's impossible, that's two different things, but you actually can do that. Like, I am an example. I am the living example of this. Planning ahead basically helps you to still have fun with your friends and still live your life while keeping track on what is going on, and then you won't just like wake up and realize, oh shit, I don't have my work done. My last page for the university part is goals and plans for this year, and I have to admit, last year when I was preparing my bullet journal, I didn't do it. I was flying abroad for the first time. My life was totally changing. I had a huge pivot in my life, and I didn't know what's coming and what kind of goals I can set myself. However, now a year later, when I kind of know how my life out there looks like, I can plan some goals and plans for the coming year, and I will make another video about my goals and plans, so I'm not gonna dive into it right now. Here is my another tip: make a goal. Before you come at me, I don't mean make a whole list of goals and like, I don't mean all the shit that all of the coaches always say. Get yourself one special main goal for the year. Whether that's having good grades or just passing the year but focusing on your friendship. Now you may ask, why would you make one goal and one goal only? Obviously you can make more goals, but I mean have one main goal so that then you know what's your priority. Whenever it comes to planning your tasks, you will prioritize them knowing what is your goal. So if your goal is to have good grades, you will probably prioritize getting your assignments done rather than going out with friends. So for the September spread, I still kept the aesthetic notes theme, and for the cover page I had this idea of doing like a whole page of writing, obviously like a title of September, and this is exactly what I did. My first initial idea was to write down like some of my uni notes, but then I thought it might be actually more aesthetic if I just rewrite some piece of literature. I was recently recommended this book, Sweet Sorrow, and I asked my friend to send me one page from it, and I just rewrote that. And then I added a green bean and wrote the September on it. Oh yeah, and as you can see, I am writing it on a paper because I really didn't like how it came out the first time. We all do mistakes, okay? So I decided to write it down again on a piece of paper and then just glue it on it. My next page is my monthly calendar, and here comes my another tip. Keep a monthly calendar. That's so obvious. But honestly, when was the last time you had like the whole month just right in front of your eyes and you could see what happens when? Comment down below. I want to know, when was the last time you did that? It's really important, you know, like live in the moment, but at the same time be aware of what's coming and just be ready for that. And then I also added this quote that's from The Bold Type. I've talked about The Bold Type a lot, and this is like my favorite series, so go watch it, because honestly this is like amazing thing. My next page is basically the same thing, however in a different way, and this is my monthly tasks page, and this is the most important page of the whole monthly spread. Also, this page is a tip in itself. This is honestly the biggest tip of the whole video. I always keep this list of monthly tasks just to write down all of the tasks I have for this month in one place. Now let me tell you this, I can have a calendar, I can have a weekly spread, but there are things that are not due date. And then where do I put this? Well, exactly here. So I divide the page into all of the categories that are in my life. So during university, it's usually gonna be like all of my modules and then like a personal tab, and for me also like YouTube and stuff. This month I don't have uni yet, so I didn't put my modules yet, but I still divided it into like 4 tabs. So it's like personal, YouTube, social media, and something. I don't even remember right now. See, this is why I need a planner, because you cannot remember everything. This is like my master to-do list, and I just write down everything that I have on this one page. When I see those tasks, I can simply assign those tasks into the dates. The next pages are probably not for all of you, but maybe for some of you. And those are my YouTube and social media pages. I tend to plan my YouTube in my Notion. If you haven't watched my Notion video, I'm gonna link it somewhere in here. But yeah, I tend to plan my YouTube on my Notion because it's just easier for me to plan in detail, to keep track of the progress, to script the videos as well. I literally have it in here right now. However, like I mentioned in my first tip, it's good to keep all of the information in one place, which is why I also have this YouTube page to just keep track of all of my videos for the month. You know when you like plan something in such detail that you just have to end up making one list that will just sum up all of the details you've just written down. So this is something like this. This is like sum up all of my monthly work and just keep track of what was done. And then in my social media I have those trackers to just track if I've posted anything on the day, because those are things I'm doing mostly daily, and I left some space for like ideas and notes for those moments when I don't have my phone or my laptop and I just want to write something down. And my last page, actually not even the last page, just the last header, my weekly spread. And I am not doing the whole weekly spread, I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but I just realized that it's easier for me to write them down and plan them on a daily basis. I realized that I'm wasting a lot of space because sometimes I just don't use my planner. Yes, there are moments like that. There are sometimes days when I'm not planning, but there are moments when I'm not using my planner, so I realized I'm actually wasting a lot of space with that, and I decided I'm just gonna write them down daily from now on. So I just prepared the Monday header for today. If you want to see like the finished product of this weekly spread, or basically of my bullet journal, comment down below and like this video so I will make a bullet journal flip through the whole book I just finished. I mean, I didn't finish yet, I am going to finish soon. Okay guys, we're slowly coming to an end, but I just wanted to tell you one more thing. Being organized, this is not a task, this is a lifestyle. You either just get born with it, or you can actually work it out in yourself. So don't use an excuse that I'm not organized and I never will, because you can. I wasn't that organized before. I actually worked it out in myself over the years of being at school and school education. I was a really not organized kid. So I simply want to say that you have to want to and work for it to become organized. This is not something you will do once and you will have. This is something you have to do constantly to make it your habit. But also remember that being organized doesn't mean a boring life. Like I said, you can keep a spontaneous life while still being organized. I just think that's worth it. Okay, enough of me chatting shit in here. Let me know if you liked the video. Comment down below what other organization tips and tricks you have, and if you feel at least a little motivated, inspired, or I don't know, whatever else. Check out my other productivity videos. Like this video if you liked it. If you haven't, I'm Delaney's channel. I actually sometimes wonder if you like get my sarcasm, because like I'm a very sarcastic person, okay? Don't take everything so serious, please. If you have any more questions, suggestions, feedback, or whatever else, you can either comment down below or you can message me on my Facebook and Instagram account. For I also have a TikTok this month, so go follow it. Everything just hates me, like it stopped, so I really have to go right now. But like this video, subscribe, I love you. See you in a few days. Bye bye.